I've noticed a huge difference between how my pro musician friends and my students hear music. And I want to explain to you how the professionals are listening to songs. My name is Jake, and I want to see you playing guitar with freedom and passion. So I first started to notice this difference in how people hear music when I was in high school. My dad pulled up this country song, and he was like, "Oh, I love that harmonica part." And I was shocked because what he was talking about was clearly a banjo. Now, harmonica and banjo are really different. One of them, the harmonica, is pitched higher. It is a wind instrument that you blow into. Typically, it's got two or more notes playing, and the banjo was playing single note lines. It's plucked strings, and the notes are all really short because the instrument doesn't resonate very well. Super percussive. They're very different. But he couldn't tell them apart. And since then, I've seen this happen with a ton of my guitar students, especially my beginning and early intermediate players. What's happening is these musicians who are amateurs and just getting started, or non-musicians, are just letting the song wash over them and experiencing it as one big sound. But pro musicians do something different. Professional musicians focus on the individual components that make up each song. Maybe we're listening to the kick drum or the vocal, the piano line, or the bass. And the good news is this is a learnable skill. While most musicians I know have developed this over a period of a decade as they're learning their instrument, you can actually shortcut the process. And it's by practicing, focusing your ears on different sounds. So I'm going to give you an exercise that can really shorten this process. So what you do is you want to sit somewhere relatively quiet, at least where there's no sound coming directly at you. So you're not watching a TV show, or you don't necessarily have the stereo on. You're just sitting someplace relatively quiet and comfortable. Now, in any environment, there's going to be sounds. The refrigerator coming on, somebody walking down the hall, your neighbor's air conditioner kicking on. And what you want to do is you just want to start listening to those sounds as you sit there. At first, just notice them when they happen. Oh, there's a new sound. Then you want to notice if you can tell what they are, or at least where they're coming from. Do you hear your neighbor's air conditioning kicking on off to your right, and your refrigerator is turning on maybe back to your left a little bit? Regardless, what you're doing is you're starting to bring your focus to these different sounds you're hearing. As a car is going by, you don't stop listening to the refrigerator running, but you bring your focus to the car as it's passing. What you're practicing is changing what your ears are focused on, so that while you're listening to the sounds that are all happening, you're able to bring your attention to specific things. As you get better at this, you can begin doing this even in public spaces like a mall, changing your focus from maybe people's footsteps to a conversation nearby to the music in a store down the way. Try it now. What are you hearing? I'm hearing the air conditioner run, the fan in my computer, and somebody walking down the hall to my side. And now it's at the back. So what about you? What are you hearing? Now you can bring this exercise to some of your favorite songs. Practice bringing your awareness to different parts of the track. I'll see you next time.